Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Arcade Shark arcade stick for the N64. Now, I know it doesn't look it, but this thing is massive. It's actually huge. In order to put it in comparison, let's put it next to a normal CD cover. Look at the size difference. Anyways, so this remote features all of your standard buttons: start, A, B, for C buttons, L and R, and Z. It also features an auto and slow button, which I think is pretty awesome, the analog stick, the directional pad, and a cool little feature: you can twist off the analog nub and you can screw it into the directional pad one as well if you'd like, or leave it in the analog stick pending what game you're playing. Now, I think that's pretty awesome. It gives you more variety and more selection, and it reduces clutter, because if you had two analog sticks here, when you're moving it, they might get in the way of each other, blah blah blah. No one wants that. So let's just take a look at the logo here. I'm sorry, it's a little bit dirty. I picked this up not long ago at a hobby shop for $15. So now let's get into its functionality. The analog stick here is kind of loose and makes this weird noise. However, it works perfectly fine, and I do not regret using this analog stick in comparison to a controller. It takes some getting used to, because you're playing like this instead of like this, and blah blah blah. It takes time, but once you get used to it, the games are actually a lot more enjoyable. The game I've mostly been playing this with is Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and it works perfect. I actually cannot describe how well this works. Anyways, these buttons here, I'm assuming if you've used an N64 or haven't lived under a rock, you know there's buttons functionality. They make the little clicky noise, but overall they all work. You can press it in the corner, the buttons will work. They're very, this is a very well built remote. And then cool little function is you can take that off and you can put in an expansion slot for memory. You can put it in Pokemon Stadium, transfer pack, and play your Pokemon games. I haven't tried the Rumble Pack because I cannot find mine, unfortunately, but I would like to assume that it would work as well. The base of this is a nice glossy metal, which unfortunately, since it is winter, is bloody freezing all the time. But overall, this is a very nice remote, and if you can get it for cheap, I very much recommend picking it up. However, I wouldn't pay more than $30 for this if I were you. But like I said, if you can get it for cheap, it is a very fun remote that drastically changes the gameplay and overall makes it a much better experience. Now, talking about the wire itself, it's a long wire. It's about 3 meters in length. So that, with the dual analog here and here, the extra buttons, all the functionality, you have yourself a great looking remote that is well built, solid, and will help your games, or help you enjoy your games a lot more. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe below. Thanks.